Hi folks, welcome back to an MX5 Restorer daily vlog. Okay, so there's going to be a bit of a gap. Last week, most of last week, we didn't do much recording. There's a couple of reasons for that. One was we were pretty hectic, and the other one was Chris and I had been doing some videos on two different cameras, and it had become very confusing as to what order they were in. So I really needed to put time aside to sort those out and get the order correct before recording any more videos and making it even more confusing. So do apologise about that, but there will be, we'll try and not to do that in future, so we can keep the video content coming as regularly as we want it to be. Right, so car park. This one here, Mark III. That's in for an underseal and some other mechanical works. I think we're fitting this customer supplied discs and pads and customer supplied springs as well. This one here, the last time you would have seen that would have been on Ashley's ramp, and the this seal was all the metalwork was done, and it was in the first stage of paint prep. That's obviously now done. Customer's actually picking this up tomorrow. There was other works, manifold we had to do because it was cracked under seal. So that's actually going to give that a clean in the morning, and that's going tomorrow. Pay no attention to that. Ollie's car, got a bit of a story about that, but you'll see right at the end of the video. He had a bit of a nightmare working on his own car at the weekend. This one was one that Roy was doing. Had rear seals, arches, inner seals, seal end plates, all that sort of stuff. So, and the wheels have been refurbished. I'll show you them inside in a second. So that's going back together this week because it's going out on Saturday. That's one of the auto cars we're having a bit of a nightmare with at the moment. ECU issues, always a pain on autos. The silver one over here, that's the one that Ashley's been working on, that had the full seals and what have you. He's getting that on the ramp later this week to look at the front cross member, because there's some problems we've discovered there. Right, let's go through into the workshop. Roy's being noisy. We'll go to Roy first, then tell him to shut up. You alright?
Hello, bud. Yourself?
Yeah, I'm okay, yeah.
Good.
Seal? No, arch.
So yeah, inner arch and outer arch.
Okay, so this car, funnily enough, was only the Mark 1 that we had in here recently that we sold. The one that had a lot of nice bits and bobs on. Well, when he sold us that car, he bought this car from someone else, and during his ownership we did the seals for him, which were behind side skirts. So all he wanted us to do was the metal work, and then he was getting paintwork done elsewhere. I think he was getting paintwork done else. Actually, I think we did that. Yeah, we did do that paint. But he wasn't worried about the overall look because the side skirts would cover it up anyway. Main thing was that it was protected. Solid, yeah. So we did the seals, and then at some point we ended up owning the car, bought it off of him, and we sold it to someone else fairly local who always brings it to us for work. But it had a rut splitter come up about where Roy's torch is.
Right about here.
So we've been doing that, and it needed the inner as well.
Yeah, unfortunately I took the inner out as well, so I've replaced the entire inner.
Oh, there it is.
There you go. So yeah, so that section there had actually blown out, but then when you went round, it actually gone along here as well.
Yeah.
So
okay. Replace that.
That's what we do with that.
Yep. On the floor.
On him. And then yeah, as you can see, welded on outer skinning.
Yeah.
I'm just grinding it back now.
So when we've done, when we've done a seal before and we know obviously that it's good, we come down and meet it, or in some cases you said you've gone slightly past on this one.
So this is where the original weld line was for the old panel. So I've gone just slightly below it, and then finish the rest of it off. Alright,
so that'll be going to paint tomorrow, I guess.
Yes.
Sweet.
It will indeed.
Thank you very much.
No worries.
So this car here belongs to another good customer of ours, and I think it was 2017 we did seal and arch for him. Since then he's had the arch lips rolled. That's why they look how they look. Yeah, we did the seal and arch, but unfortunately a rust bubble appeared here, so we're dealing with that for him. We've cut it out and we found that on the inner seal there was rust in just this area, but it was clean further down. So when we did our seal repair, we did it pretty much where Ashley's cut it there, so we did it quite low, and it must have been that when we did it, we saw that the rust had stopped, or we thought it had stopped, and we kept it to that point. And then unfortunately it's gone up here, so we're doing that as part of a, that'll be a warranty. We won't charge the customer anything for that because we should have spotted it. Isn't that right, Ash?
Yes.
Yes. So yeah, Ashley will get that welded up and then that'll go off to paint and we'll get that sorted. I think, is there anything else we're doing on this?
I think no, roll bar.
Oh yeah, TR lane roll bar going in there. So, hey?
Not out there yet.
Yeah. This fan's nice. I feel like the Michelin man right now.
I've had this whole scenario before already today.
Yeah, I have recorded this already today, but the camera wasn't recording.
You just took a really big photo.
Took a really long photo. Right, this car up on Chris's ramp. Chris is off today. So this one here is a car that we own. This is one that was outside a few times, and I kept saying I wasn't really sure if we owned it or not, but we do own it. So I think this was 2015, we did rear seals and arches on this. As you can see, still look good. This side here, still looking good. So, and we did front chassis rails, which still look good. Other side. So this car will be up for sale soon. Grant's been putting it back together this morning. Is there much left to do on that one, Grant?
Just the wheels.
Oh, just the wheels. Yeah, we're just blowing the wheels over.
Yeah.
I mean, the car, it's not going to be whenever we price our cars, we try to price them in certain areas, and the price point we put in this car at didn't warrant a full refurb on the wheels, but they'll look okay. Excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you. So, back on 176. So the never-ending project. So this is done. Yeah, this is done, or was almost pretty much done, apart from final clean on Friday.
Yeah.
Today's Monday.
Yeah.
Someone's come and looked at it, bought it, but paying extra for us to now paint all the bits we didn't paint before. So we're taking it apart again.
Yeah.
I know this car inside out now.
Yeah. So we painted, well, it might be easier for us to say what we didn't paint. He now wants front wings painted, headlight lids painted, doors, windscreen surround and rear bumper. And then that'll be the whole car then. Would have had a repaint. Going to change the headlights because we've got one H4 and one sealed beam, so he just wants them to match. We should have noticed that really, but we didn't. So yeah, so that is going to be done soon. Go to paint at some point. Sorry, lost my train of thought there. Right, so as I've already recorded this video once, I shall just cut now to where we started to talk to Ollie about his car. So you'll see a cut into the office and we'll be talking to Ollie. Ollie, why don't you tell us what you were doing on your car on Saturday?
Oh no. No, it pains me to talk about it really. I tried to water cool my turbo. Should we go have a look?
Yeah, let's go and have a look. Let's go and have a look.
Have a look.
Should we have a look?
Might do.
Let's have a look.
There we are. The fruits of my labour. These two lines, which took me in excess of 10 hours.
Hang on, I'm creating a shadow. 10 hours?
Yeah. It's ridiculous, isn't it, when you say it like that?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Why did it take 10 hours?
Okay, so very kindly, the guys over the road have welded, so you've got fitting here, actually attached to the housing. So there's normally like a kind of like a T-piece pushed into the metal, isn't there?
Yeah.
And then the same thing, so there's exactly the same kind of thing as that on the water pump housing down the bottom. You can see the fitting here comes off a bit.
Yeah.
So immediately to change that to a new unit, it's cam cover off, timing belt off, both cam gears are off, and then the backing plate off as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then just two bolts. This is covering up basically.
Yeah.
So all of that, so that's already sat like an hour or so. So ran into first issue, that being that my rear brakes are so bad currently that even in gear and with the handbrake wanged up, trying to get that crank pulley off, it was turning the wheels, like literally, even putting it on the ground, it was turning the wheels.
Yeah.
So it was almost like I was powering it from a breaker bar. So the car was coming forwards on the ramp as I was trying to do it. So I was like, okay, that's not coming off. So removed all the covers and everything with the crank pulley still on. Obviously pulling off the bottom timing cover is a lot easier than putting it in, because it can bend away for you. So I faffed around with that for about an hour and a half. And then to my joy...
You were doing it all on your own as well, weren't you?
Yeah. And then to my joy, the hose fitting company sent me the wrong fittings after I'd done it all. So engine all apart, you can imagine my pain. Engine all apart, everything like that. I just put the new stuff in. So it's in the new fittings and new thermostat housing. I put most of it back together. I then come to look at the fittings and they're the wrong thread.
I bet you weren't angry.
No, I wasn't at all. So that was these two fittings on the turbo. So I've had to basically recut the thread. So instead of sending me, I think it was M12 by 1.5, they sent me M12 by 1.25.
Right.
So I recut the thread. They looked really, really bad. The threads were tiny, but I've just PTFE'd the absolute hell out of it. To basically get it to try and seal, and you can see here it's actually leaking a little bit. As you can imagine, the hose company were very apologetic.
I'm sure they weren't.
No, not at all. So yeah, that was the story of my Saturday, and I was here until 10 o'clock.
I know, I watched you on the camera.
Yeah, it was 9 AM when I started, and I got home at 10:30 because of issues.
Fun.
Yeah, no, it was great.
Thanks.
Bye.
That is the curse of the MX5 Restorer of working on your own cars. Never goes to plan. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one.